past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL, realfathersrights.com/710, or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Fathers' Rights attorneys.
It's football season, and Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for all the action on the gridiron. With a game-changing rewards program, plus an amazing selection of tickets, Vivid Seats ensures that every fan can catch their favorite teams and players in action. Vivid Seats has you covered with deals that cater to every football enthusiast. And all tickets come back by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Just visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Is your vehicle due for service? Is it time to get those wipers replaced? If so, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. For over 30 years, Valvoline has provided quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people just like you. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is at its best. Oil changes, wiper blades, and more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
All right, everybody, Sedano and Kap here. And George, let's talk to everybody about Prize Picks, where you and me are freaking geniuses, and that's why we're killing it.
We are crushing it, Cappy. And by the way, you can too. You can win as much as up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks.
But let me tell you something right now. When you download the Prize Picks app and you use our code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, you make your first play at $5, they hit you with an instant $50 bonus. It doesn't matter if you win the play or you lose the play. A $5 play turns into a $50 bonus.
Oh, my God. It's amazing. They're giving you free money, for God's sake. And by the way, it's the best way to get action in sports in over 30 states, including, obviously, this one here in California.
So, George, I want everybody to download the Prize Picks app and use our code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, and let's win.
Yeah, absolutely. And Prize Picks puts its members first. So all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Man, when your picks hit, you can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes. And you know where you can do it? Only on Prize Picks.
8:21. Good morning, Sedano and Kap. On your Tuesday morning, a real Dodgers talk, playoff Tuesday edition.
It's a Tuesday.
Oh, wow. A little Espanol.
Sí. Well, Luis Miguel.
See? Luis Miguel is a panty dropper, man.
What is that?
I mean, the ladies that throw in the panties and the bras at him on stage.
Oh, beautiful.
I mean, just like Julio back in the day.
Dude, I understand, dude. I get it.
I mean, Julio might be 80, and I still think if he went on stage, the women would be throwing their lingerie at him.
I'd throw my panties at him.
Yeah.
You know what it's like to walk these streets of downtown L.A.? When that happens, like out in the streets.
Like Julio Iglesias?
No, me, Jack.
Or like Luis Miguel?
No, I'm just walking down the streets, minding my own business.
Yeah.
And girls are just like, oh, what's up, Cap?
Yeah.
You know, and then they just throw them at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got you, girl. I make a good catch.
Cappy, you a freak, man.
You know
I
it.
feel like you're throwing your underpants at them.
Yeah, you are, because they're probably soiled.
Right, because I got to go change them.
Yeah.
You know, hey, let me change these underpants. Hey, you need these? Here you go, buddy. Here
Yeah.
you go. Have them.
Cappy.
Yep.
You're cocky Cappy, man. By the way, the Padres are a minus 130 favorite to win the series right now, so Bergman was correct. Mm-hmm. Gregory was right.
About what?
About the Padres being the favorite.
They've been the favorites for the entire time, even with the best record, even with the bye, all that stuff, and the best record in all of baseball.
Yeah.
The Padres have been the favorite.
Series
since the
right now, currently at 1-1 is Padres minus 130.
Okay. Let's go. I don't like that. I don't like being the favorite. I like being the underdog.
So but he's right. Like you can't play this little underdog card because you're not.
Well, then you guys should stop playing these scared.
I thought that.
I bottom.
Yeah, like underdog, on
like
the bottom.
On the
not
bottom,
on the top.
less than a top.
Right.
Okay.
Started from the bottom, now you're here?
That's 60%.
What would you say? Are you more of a bottom or more of a top guy yourself?
I mean, Probably both.
Depends on the circumstance.
Yeah, I can go both ways for you.
Yeah. All right, you switch. Hit. You don't care. Lefty, righty.
Not worried.
Yeah, you don't care. You don't.
Let's go.
He's like a Tommy Edman. He's a switch hitter.
Yeah. Tommy Edman. You mean the guy from the Dodgers who's from San Diego? That guy?
Oh
man, that guy.
There we go.
It was unsettling.
Unsettling and disrespectful. I'll tell you what else is unsettling.
What is?
The notion that Walker Buehler is going to get it all together tonight because, listen.
He pitched well against them on the 26th of September.
Right, but he didn't have his $100,000 watch taken from him the day before.
That's true.
He was accosted.
Why'd you do that?
He was accosted yesterday.
He was accosted.
At the Santa Anita racetrack. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me, man. Guy walks, I presume, I mean, the details are a little sketchy, but the guy's walking to his car is what it kind of sounds like, him and his wife, and you mean to tell me that a group of people are like, hey, you look like you've got a lot of money. We're all going to surround you and open up the shirt that you're wearing and unbutton it, and we're going to take your $100,000 watch. That is just brutal. 2 words, brutal. And if you know, you know.
So apparently it's not racetrack. It is.
It's the Santa Anita Park.
Santa Anita Park in Arcadia.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think that is?
No,
That's adjacent. But Santa Anita, it's not what it used to be a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know, Travis grew up in Arcadia. You should ask him. And that's adjacent.
During Supercross Talk.
Coming up around 9:02.
9:02?
Give or take, because what we got to do is we're going to take this break a little early.
Okay.
So we can start the Blue Review.
Oh.
Around 8:34. Then we're going to go nonstop till like 58.
Wait, so you gave me all sorts of grief because I said it was 8:35.
I don't know. Well, you guys have been doing 3-minute reads all morning.
I've not been doing 3-minute reads. I did a 75-second Jacob.
Yeah,
I didn't
over
do a
here.
3-minute
Mr.
read. I
Seller's
did a
advantage
6-minute
and Abner.
read. It was a 6-minute read. Don't cut me
They
short.
just keep going, this
right.
guy.
Abner Gatt. You know, real father's rights. Seller's advantage. These are not 60-second reads. These are 6-minute reads.
It's called titis.
Right. And you know who loves it?
Yeah.
The partners.
They do, but just tired of them.
It's
so anyway.
6-minute abs.
Listen, I think it's kind of like
You okay?
apropos. No, I'm thinking for a second.
Okay.
That the Dodgers season potentially rests on Walker Buehler and his inconsistency this season coming off his second Tommy John. Like, this is the position the Dodgers have put themselves in because it was funny. Early in the season, we were all like, oh, you know what? Like, they got all these young arms and they're getting them opportunities. And, you know, this should be good because the reinforcements will come later. Kershaw and Buehler, et cetera, et cetera. And then that didn't really work out the way everyone expected. The young arms looked okay for the most part early in the season. They faded at the end of the season. The older arms, Kershaw's not even available. Walker Buehler, as we've talked about, inconsistent up, down. You never know which way he's going to go. It's kind of been a mess, all things considered. And for a guy that I have labeled arguably the smartest guy in sports, in Andrew Friedman, I will say this. If this goes wrong, it will be at his feet in this one.
So you mean to tell me that when Dave Roberts winds up taking the...
He'll be the fall guy.
He'll
It was unsettling.
He would be the
he'll
fall
be
guy.
the scapegoat.
Yeah, he would be.
But Andrew Friedman he'll be fine. And
Well, they
Andrew-
can't let go of Andrew
No,
Friedman because
then-
they lose Shohei.
Right. Then Ohtani may leave.
Right.
I mean, you talk about brilliant. In fact, I don't even think Ohtani requested that in his contract. I think Friedman put it in his contract.
It's pretty good.
Pretty damn smart. Hey, thus, perhaps, arguably, the smartest guy in sports. Hey, I'm going to put this in Ohtani's contract. I'm going to sneak it in at the end. He doesn't even know it's there. But if I get fired, he can walk out. So they'll never fire me. Pretty damn smart.
Yeah.
I will say.
Yeah. But I will say this. Again, I just think that if you're Walker Buehler and you somehow pull this thing off and you pitch even just like you did a couple days ago or whatever it was, on the 26th, if you can pull that off, then all of a sudden Dodger fans will love you. Well, at least till the next series if they get past that.
Yeah, really. He gets blasted in the next series.
But this could be one of those moments for Walker Buehler because of how challenging this season has been that will give him, cement him in Dodger lore to some extent. Because, coming off a second Tommy John, that can't be easy.
Do you remember a year ago when he was coming off the Tommy John?
The original, right.
And we were like, oh, he's going to pitch in the postseason.
Right, they were talking about it.
This
yeah.
was a year ago. Okay, now here we are 2 years later, 1 year after we thought he might pitch last year in the postseason. Here we are 1 year later. He has not had a good season. The stats will tell you that, but you had to just watch it for yourself. He was trying to come back, then he left and went to Florida for like 2 months to rehab, then he came back, and I'm telling you, hardcore Dodger fans were saying he should never, ever, ever start again, and then he started to show some signs of life. If he were to go out tonight, Walker Buehler, and go 5 full innings, have 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, just give him a run or two.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. And he could leave that game, and the Padres have only scored at that point 2 runs. You've done your job.
No question about it.
You have done your job. And Michael King on the flip side, on the Flismo flop, Michael King, he had 12 strikeouts against the Braves.
Yeah.
But you've already pointed out.
I mean, Shohei Ohtani particularly has kind of owned him.
They've had a lot of success.
Yeah.
Plenty of these guys have had success. And I'm trying to remember, Michael King probably faced Ohtani. I wonder how many of those home runs were Ohtani as a Dodger versus Ohtani as an Angel. I'd have to go back and look that stuff up. But I probably won't do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, you got a pitcher who's been on fire in Michael King. And then you got a pitcher who's been scuffling and had his $100,000 watch ripped off of his arm yesterday.
Yeah.
That's in your head, bro.
Shut up. Whoa.
Leave Beto alone.
I know. I was just going to say, Beto just took a stray.
This afternoon at 3 o'clock.
We've got, right, Airbnb at 3 o'clock.
Took a stray. Presented by Verbal.
Yeah. Airbnb, Beto and Bergman coming up in our slot. All right, Cappy, tell us about your friend Abner Gap before we go to the Blue Review.
All right, and watch this. This is going to be 60 seconds right here.
Beto, shut up.
Avner Gatt just celebrated that birthday, and you probably saw those billboards around L.A. encouraging you to call Avner Gatt and wish him a happy birthday. Well, guess what? Just because it was his birthday on Sunday doesn't mean you can't call him today. Of course you can call him today. 818-917-5256. 818-917-5256. But if you don't want to call Avner and wish him a happy birthday, maybe you're calling Avner because you've got a major problem at your house. The tree in the backyard fell and destroyed your roof. There was a fire, sadly and unfortunately. Somebody ripped you off, robbed your house, burglarized your house.
It was unsettling.
Or maybe there was a giant flood. Whatever the case may be, don't do this with the insurance company. Let Avner get down with the insurance company. 818-917-5256. That's his number. His website is avnergatt.com. He'll handle it from here. When you call, he answers the phone. 818-917-5256.